Welcome to my live stream. Tonight I'm going to be simulcasting guide talk. Hope you guys enjoy it. Some good beer right there. Please like, subscribe, all that happy, humble shit. Whenever the show starts, I'll throw a link for the original podcast into the chat room. You see what time is it now? It is now 8:56. The show starts at 9. If you want to check out my channel, I have other videos uploaded on this channel. Tech tips, random stuff. These live streams, they get posted after I go live. I don't delete the video after I go live. I keep it on my channel. If you want to check it out after the show syndicates. Just sitting here waiting for the show to start. I usually get a notification on Facebook whenever the show starts. If you're on Facebook, you can get notified. You can go to their fan page, the Mac Attack Show, and if you're interested in listening to their show, you can like their page. And I have a video on my channel on how to set it up to where you can get notifications whenever they go live. Just look that up on my channel. So I'm going to play some bumper music till the show gets started, so I'm going to mute my mic. Okay, the show started. Let me get over to it. And hope you enjoy. I'm going to leave a link in the chat room. Just give me a sec.
Of Guy Talk. I am your host, the one, the only, Hillbilly Hefner. What's going on, Hillbilly? Hey, what's up? Fuck both of you, all right? I thought that was a pretty good intro. I, of course, am joined by the infamous Dino Mac. What's going on, Dino?
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, not a lot. Just another day in fucking paradise. And back from his 17 weekends off in a row, always on time, Ty, that guy Ty. What's up, Ty?
It's 17 in a row. I missed one weekend, fucker.
It's more like
one
two
weekend.
Weekends. It was more like 2 weekends.
How did I miss two?
Because we didn't do a show on the last weekend.
Well, that's not my fault.
Oh, you weren't here. So that's
again not my fault.
Oh, it's your fault. It's all your fault.
Yeah. God, now you sound like my wife.
Ooh.
I believe. I mean, Hillbilly does have some titties, but I believe that.
Oh, fuck you, you gap-toothed motherfucker.
Yeah, that's my clit holder.
Asshole. I bet it works pretty good too.
It does. It get hung up like two dogs fucking. I'm telling you, it's great.
Somebody get the garden hose. We got Jo on the chat board. What's going on, Jo? Nice for you to join us.
Jo, what's happening?
Everybody sharing the show?
I shared it. Shared the fuck out of it.
It doesn't look like Ty's shared it yet.
Oh, Ty ain't gonna share shit.
Hang on, fuckers.
Hey, but before we get started tonight, big shout out. I don't want to put Heavy D's business out there way too much. I know he's been on the Real Series and stuff. But if I could ask all the listeners that have known to come and love Heavy D being on this podcast, especially being, as far as I'm concerned, one of the founders of this podcast, if we could all give Heavy D big shout out, or say a prayer for him. He's going through some stuff right now, and just want him to know that the Mac Attack show, that guy Ty, and Go Billy, we're praying for you, man, and we're here. We're just a phone call away, and for some of us, we're less than that, So
yep.
Yeah, if all the fans could give a shout out to Heavy D and send a prayer up to the big guy. If you don't believe in religion, just try to tell Mother Nature to help out the chemical makeup in Heavy D's brain and help him deal with what he's going through. So, yeah, big shout out to the big guy, Heavy D. We love you, man.
We love Heavy D. And as soon as he's back on his feet and everything's good to go, we'll definitely get him back on here.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We got Daryl Hilton on the chat board. He said, "What's up?"
Damn.
What's up? We got Samantha on the chat board. She says, "What's up?" Sending a prayer from Florida. Thank you, Samantha. We appreciate that. I know Heavy D would.
Hell yeah.
We got Fourth in Class on the chat board. What's up, Fourth in Class?
Just doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
It's about time you did something.
Speaking of Fourth in Class, I just, Ty is the guy of 1,000 names. Okay, he's the guy of 1,000 names. Fourth in Class, late for class, never goes to class.
Always on time, Ty. Glad you could show up, Ty.
But I am dubbing it tonight.
He's eating the quarter, eating a pile of shit, Ty.
No, that's not happening.
No.
I know better than that.
No shit, no shit patties.
Yeah, no shit, Ty.
No, but I'm dubbing it tonight. I'm going to dub it tonight. From now on, and I'm proud to say this, and I'm going to give him this podcast name because he lives it, he eats it, he breathes it, and now he's actually a certified one. So from now on, that guy Ty, whatever you want to call him, whatever you guys like, but I'm calling him Coach Ty. It's Coach Ty from now on.
Coach Ty.
Hell yeah.
I like
He's a certified coach right now.
Yep.
a certified coach.
Yep. I went
Please.
to U.S. Soccer and became a certified coach.
Nice.
I am coaching my daughter's team this year.
Well, congratulations, man. That is awesome.
It's going to be interesting to see how I handle these kids.
Now, let's just get this out here. Don't, if your daughter's really not that good at soccer, do not just put her out there because she's your daughter. You know what I mean? You're going to have to sub her out if she can't.
Well, here's the thing of it, right? So it's because of this age group, right? It's 7-on-7, and I've only got 9 kids. So I got 2 kids on the side that are going to be subbing in and out all game long.
That's a lot of child support for 9 kids. I'm just saying.
and here's the thing, right? That's this is different from what it was when we were growing up. You played soccer growing up with us.
Yeah.
Sure. From the time that we were 3 all the way up until we hit junior high age, right? We played soccer. We kept score. We played against different towns.
Mm-hmm.
Not how it works here. They have 8 teams alone in her age group, just in this town. So we're playing just this town's worth of stuff. They don't keep score because the league that I'm helping her coach in, and we started her, is a developmental league. It's a league to help them understand and learn more about soccer. Now, once they play for a little bit, and if they decide that they want to play in an actual competitive league, then they can step up and go to the competitive league.
Do you have any sponsors? Like, do they have the T-shirts? Like we used to have Beamers on the back of our youth.
Yep. Yes, they do.
Okay, because I was just trying to make sure that it wasn't one of those deals where it's like, well, this is Team A is on that side of the tracks. We know what those
each team has its own color uniforms. Each team has its own sponsors.
Team Viagra sporting the light blue jerseys coming onto the field now, leaving
Team
a trail
Tampon
of
supporting
unknown
pink jerseys.
fluids. We're not sure what that is, but
there's tents everywhere. There's fucking tents everywhere.
are you
Florida
seeing this,
versus
Dino?
each year.
Everybody's pitching a hard on. What the fuck?
That's we're sick. We're sick. This is
Kotex has a
development.
team this year. They really had to pull some strings to get into it, but Kotex is in now. Sporting the light pink uniform.
No, it wouldn't be light pink. That's breast cancer awareness. It'd straight up be blood red. That's what that would be, with a little bit of white. That's for the
Gotcha.
And there's the Trojan team sporting their rain jackets as they walk onto the field, which is kind of weird because it's sunshine. We're not quite sure why they're wearing rain jackets, but at least they got their rubbers on.
Yeah, so from now on, it's for me. I'm going to call him Coach Ty. I've changed his name. Yep.
So you need to change that in the chat board, Ty.
Yeah, you need to change that. You check that later.
I'll
Do
worry
it
about
when you're fucking working right now. You don't need to
That's
do
right,
it.
I am.
On the chat board,
Damn.
J.O. says Apache Ty.
Apache.
Daryl Hilton says sending thoughts of well-being, hope everything go well with Heavy D. And he also said Team Viagra is playing hard.
They're hard to beat.
They're beating the hell out of them. Yeah, by the way, Dean, you sent me that shit on TikTok. I love it. I love it. That is awesome. But TikTok is ruining my life. Okay, it has officially ruined my life. I spend more. I spend more time. I spend more time on TikTok than I do anything else. This is ridiculous. It has ruined my life. But God, his videos are absolutely fucking hilarious.
Documentary is awesome.
I love it.
Did you see the one with the helicopter?
You know that had to kill that poor person. Whoever they had in that basket, you know that had to kill him, right?
That was great.
Oh,
There's something wrong with the helicopter. It might not functioning. Maybe the pilot went out and drank last night. Who knows?
I like the one where he's pitching baseball and that pitcher throws that wild ass pitch and he's like, "Whoa, holy what the fuck was that?" Must have seen somebody who's been fucking his ex-girlfriend.
I've definitely got a little treat for everybody on Sex Talk Sunday. Now that's going to come up this Sunday, and we're going to do Sex Talk Sunday. We're going to do it even if the ladies don't show up, because we haven't been doing that lately. If the ladies don't show up, but I'm going to do my own little Bob-mentary impression, and it's going to have to deal with sex, and I'm gonna commentate what it's like to have sex with sexual Sarah. Like, it's gonna be hilarious.
My God.
And hopefully have nurse involved in this.
I am.
Yes. So it's gonna be like
Speaking.
sports, but sports announcing a homegrown porno. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Speaking of Sex Talk Sunday, right? A buddy of mine, we were sitting at work yesterday, and he was going through Facebook, which we have basically nothing going on for a minute. So, like, during lunch break, he was sitting there, he was popping through Facebook, and he saw this one of those, like, what do they call it, Facebook Watch now, where there's a whole bunch of just, like, random videos through there. Mm-hmm. And they had this guy sitting there talking with some porn star. I'm not even sure what her name was. And they were talking about Fleshlight Launch.
Ah.
And
Okay.
if you haven't seen it or heard of it, you need to look it up.
I know
It would
what
be
it is.
something for you to talk about on your show.
Well, we were supposed to talk about toys this weekend.
Yeah, definitely going to talk about toys. I still laugh my ass off when catapult squirrels. Yep. That is fucking hilarious. Like, people set up these different fucking catapults for these fucking squirrels to trip, and then the squirrels could go on and get in the fucking food or the nut or whatever. And it's hilarious because they think they got it, oh, I'm going to get this. And they look, and you know how they're all twitchy. The fucking squirrels are all twitchy. Next thing you know, that motherfucker goes flying.
Holy shit. And that's guy talk, ladies and gentlemen. We could be talking about sex 1 minute and fucking flipping squirrels the next.
You notice when Ty was talking about at work, he said we were setting at work, but he needs his 40 hours.
Yeah. Sitting on my ass doing nothing. And we had time to
lunch, man.
And we had time to scroll through Facebook. I'm glad you get a lunch. I don't get a lunch, motherfucker.
Look, dude, I don't know about you, but it is slow time right now. All right, bud.
No, it's not slow time. It's go time.
Fully underway.
It's go time. Go gadget dick. All right, that's what it is.
We got for you guys.
Bohicca. That's what it is. Bohicca. You know what the fuck that means.
Yes, we're in the energy business there, Ty. You didn't do that.
Yeah,
you didn't go that route.
The let's fuck up every road and keep all the roads construction available to where everybody's got to slow the fuck down because we can't. That's the Indiana State Flower is the fucking cone.
Bohicca is NDOT's slogan right now.
Yeah, that's true. Every
So
time I
we
see
can't
that
say-
arrow, like, well, here we go. Sometimes when
I
I'm
was
driving
watching.
the big truck, I like to see how many of them fuckers I can take out before I have to actually get over.
Really?
Yep. So if you ever notice that half your cones are missing or tore up, it's me, fuckers. Catch me if you can.
Technically, can they send him a ticket?
No. Technically,
I mean-
they cannot.
Well, then how in the hell do you get away with putting a camera on a stoplight, and if you run the red light, they take a picture of your license plate, and they can mail you a ticket?
Because they actually have proof of you doing it. You have no proof I did it. I could be saying
just
that just for entertainment purposes.
That's true. That's true. I agree with that. Hell yeah. Oh my God, we was welding today, and we're welding by a water treatment plant, and we're welding, and everybody. I mean, I don't know, but it seemed like everybody needed to take a shit after lunch, you know. And I don't know what the deal is, but I could barely hold it. I was trying to hold it till I got back to my hotel room because nothing like going shit in a porta john. I was like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you know, whatever. But our porta johns are on this job. They're really clean. I was like, hell yeah. So I'm like, I don't think I can hold it anymore. Buddy of mine looks at me and he goes, I tell you what. He goes, I will give you $5 if you jump the fence to the water treatment, go on top of that big fucking tub or that big water container that they have that they're running water in and they're filtering. He goes, I'll give you $5 if you're fucking pinch one off in that motherfucker. Just cock over, take a shit. Pinch one off in that motherfucker. Another one of my buddies was all like, I'll throw in 5. I was like, yeah, $10 and I'm going to jail. $10 so I can pinch one off and go. I go, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
You're going to have to give me more an incentive of that.
Now,
like,
if you-
how about bail?
How about both of you pay $500? That's $1,000.
Pay my ticket.
Oh.
Like we're talking about committing a crime that's not that bad of it's not that big of a deal. Maybe some trespassing, maybe some vandalism, because I am going to pinch one off in this fucking tub of water. And it smells bad. It smells bad too because they've got a huge ass fucking dumpster, like a 20-ton dumpster or some shit, and it's lined with black plastic. And we went by there one day and we were like, what is coming out of that fucking tube? Like, like when you go to a corn, like a grain bin, and then the truck backs up and all the corn comes out that spout.
Yeah.
Well, there's just clumpy shit just coming out of it. And we figured it out. It was fucking water treatment plant. That's shit. That's real shit.
Yeah.
That's poo-poo, man.
Ty, what do you think of that?
I thought about Ty the first finally when we finally figured out what was going on, because sometimes in the construction business you don't really get a lot of bright people. So
I about broke my
But-
back this week when I stepped in a pile of dog shit and went skidding across the yard. I thought of Ty then.
Fucking hate you guys.
I mean, it was a
Hate you
big
all.
pile. This shit smeared the width of my boot at least 2 feet.
that's awesome.
I was impressed. J.O. on the chat board says, Ty's new vacation timeshare.
No. No, sir.
I still would like to make a TikTok video of me just pinching one off in one of those water treatment plants.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that would be horrible.
God, I saw a video on there. It fucking goes, my wife's got this thing where, like, what she does is she dresses up as herself and acts like herself all day long, and it annoys the fuck out of me.
Oh, my God. Dude, I see one. This guy was like, that's it. I can't take anymore. I'm going to get a divorce. I just can't stand it. He goes, my wife is constantly out every fucking night at the bars until well after midnight. I just can't take it. I just can't take it anymore. And one of the guys goes, "Well, what the hell's she doing?" He goes, "Looking for me."
That's great.
That's funny. That's
So,
good.
I've got a funny story for you that I'm kind of telling on myself, but I've found that true stuff is the funniest stuff. So I'm kind of telling on myself here, but I don't give a fuck. It's been a really long week. It's been a real shitty week, and my give a damn is busted. I could give two shits about anything right now. So I'm going to tell this story. So this week I found out, because Ty, do you still have your beard?
Yep.
And Dino Mac, you can only grow about 3 hairs off your chin, so we won't include
I don't
But
want to. You can't talk shit about my facial hair because I'll tell you what, I haven't shaved it in a long time, and the fucking Amish paradise on the other end of this fucking podcast here. We're not even gonna go there. We're not gonna talk about facial hair.
Uh-huh. Well, you know,
My facial hair.
me and Ty found out some of us can grow it, some of us can't. It's okay. It's all right. We don't judge you. We still love you.
I found out that oh God, there's Jebediah now.
Yes, sir. Look at that beautiful beard coming.
It's actually feeling kind of nice.
Well, yeah, thank you, sir.
I'll turn on my video
Look
too.
at that.
Why not?
Look at that fuzzy
motherfucker.
thing. Hell yeah, buddy. Man, you really need to line your shit up, though, bud.
Look at this shit.
You need to line it up, man.
You know, the difference between, all of us is that I actually found out that women are more attracted to a guy with stubble more than they are a full beard.
Yeah, they're attracted to dick. That's it. But anyway, I found out that the struggle of having a beard is real. Okay. I've been growing my beard since, what would you say? I started probably October, November. About November.
A little bit of it going in. You had a little bit of it going by the time we did our Friendsgiving stuff. So
Yeah, it was right around November. And I've eaten probably 1,000 meals since then, right? And you get a little bit of, sometimes you'll get some shit on the sides, right at the corner of your mouth, or just below your lower lip. No big deal. It's it happens.
Saving it for later. No worries.
So Thursday, at this point, I started Thursday at 37 hours, and so I'm tired. I've done a full day. So by the time I got done, it was like at 45, 46 hours. So I'm tired. I just got done with a big job, and I'm driving back to the plant. And I'm like, you know what? I'm starving. I really wish I could have a meal that didn't come in a bag, but fuck it. I'm going to swing into Burger King. So I swing into Burger King, and I get their Bacon King burger, which normally has bacon, cheese, patties, ketchup, and mayo on it. I tell them I don't want mayo, just add mustard. So the only thing this thing should have is bacon, cheese, ketchup, and mustard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently asking to take the mayo off and add mustard translated to whatever high school jockey.
You want mayo and mustard?
No.
Good job.
They didn't put mayo on it, but they just soaked this motherfucker in ketchup and mustard. I mean, soaked it. But, again, I'm driving back home. I'm trying to eat and drive. Fuck it, I don't care. So I start indulging in this delicious tasting Bacon King burger, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, the fucking ketchup and mustard was everywhere. I mean, everywhere. In my sideburns, for Christ's sakes. I mean, it was all over the place. And I'm like, how in the fuck did I get this shit? It was in my mustache. It was in my beard. It was under my chin. It was in the lower part of the beard under my chin. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, fuck it, I'm tired. I'm going to finish it. So I finish eating it. I have paper towels in the truck, so I get me a couple paper towels, start trying to wipe it out of my beard. No. It didn't wipe. It just
That's
smeared.
a shower thing.
It just smeared.
It's like a paintbrush, isn't it?
Yeah, it was like a really bad shit. You know how you just keep wiping and you look and so you fold it in half, you wipe again. Huh?
The endless wipe. Casual Cam used to talk about it.
It was the endless wipe. I could not get, and all I did was just smear it, and like to the skin. I mean, I could feel it against my cheeks. I felt like a fucking. I felt like a 4-year-old toddler with Down syndrome, man. It was bad.
I tell you what sucks is
Jesus.
Oh,
you get the ketchup on your beard, like on the side that you don't catch it, and it dries up, and makes it like sticky.
Oh yeah, well that's
ketchup's got that sugar in it.
Yeah,
and then you go to do, like, you finally see it, you're like, oh, you go to rub it off, and it just rips the paper, and now you have paper stuck to your beard too. You're like, fuck.
Yep. Well, that's exactly what happened.
I got an idea of how porn stars feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something like that. Well, and that's what happened.
Sure.
It crusted. It dried and it crusted. I couldn't get it wiped out, and it dried and crusted on me. And I'm like, son of a bitch. So I get to work, or I get back to the plant. Thank God nobody was there. Did my paperwork. Start driving home. Now, normally when I get done with my day, I come home, I relax. I may eat something, maybe have a beer, and then I'll go get in the shower. Not that day. It was straight to the shower as soon as I got done, and for the main purpose of washing out my beard. And I got caught.
I'm looking like King Joker.
Yeah, and I got caught. I got seen heading into the house. Zombie saw me. I was like, fuck. I'm like, no. So yeah, I ended up getting in the shower and spending 20 minutes just scratching the fuck out of my beard, trying to get it all washed out. The struggle is real with a beard. I've found out the hard way.
You'll find shit in your beard. You're like, I didn't even eat this. Like, where the fuck did this come from?
How?
Oh, dude, it's happened. Like, well, okay. So, for example, Wendy's. You know what? Wendy's is the one that did it. And I'm not really sure how, because I went to Wendy's and I got the spicy chicken sandwich, no tomatoes. Or I usually get it plain, but no tomatoes for sure, right? I got the spicy chicken sandwich. I went and ate it. I came home. So, this is 11 o'clock when I eat it. I came home. I found a piece of lettuce stuck in my beard down along my chin line. And I'm like, there wasn't any lettuce on my sandwich. There wasn't any. Where the hell did lettuce come from?
That was from the salad you tried to eat 3 days ago.
Yeah. Well, I've decided salads aren't what really helps. Salads just taste like I'd rather be fat. Because the thing is by the time you put everything on it to make it like, oh, that's a good salad, you might as well just eat the fucking cheeseburger, because there's so many calories from the bacon and the eggs and the cheese and the croutons. And hell, why don't you just throw some grilled chicken in there?
And the ham and
the ham, the 5 gallons of ranch it takes to make it taste good.
And the Oreo ice cream that you put on it, and
I don't put Oreo ice cream on it. That's after.
Jelly beans. Put some jelly beans on it.
Oh, damn it. I'm not 5 years old.
Hey, you only live once, man.
I use craisins. There's a difference.
Craisin.
Nah.
Love it.
Oh, hey, just so you know, I did post on our Facebook the bracket for the tournament information, so that anybody that is listening to the show can go on to the Mac Attack Show Facebook page and join our bracket for the NCAA tournament. See if you can beat us. That includes you, Bill.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
The NCAA tournament, March Madness, basketball tournament, there's a bracket. And you fill it out. And for every game you get right, you get a point. And try to see who has the most points at the end.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but NASCAR is a sport, and that's what I'd like to stick with. Thank you very much.
Dude, I tell you what. Look, just do what the women do. Just go on there and pick it by your favorite team color or your favorite mascot, and just
Or who
do it
has
that
the,
way. Since
or
you
who
don't
has
know
the
damn
hottest
thing.
cheerleaders?
There
I
you
knew
go.
it. I
There you
knew that's
go.
what he was
You
going
knew-
to.
You
Fuck
called
yeah.
it. You said he was going to say it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. Not because of the team, but because of the cheerleaders.
Do it. Do it.
Do
I
it.
think you'd be
You think you
surprised
can?
if you look at other teams' cheerleaders. I think you'd be really surprised. They're
I'm-
just famous.
I'm always-
cheerleaders.
I'm always wanting to be pleasantly surprised, Dino Mac.
Yeah. So do it that way. Fill out your bracket by college teams' cheerleaders.
And
Okay.
don't forget, when you go to fill out the bracket, you're going to have to put a name on it for your name, right? You have to have a Yahoo login and put your name in there. There's a little button you have to click, because if you get all of them right, you win $1 million. But you have to guess every game correctly.
Huh. $1 million.
Yeah. Do you know how
Man,
many people have won the $1 million?
I could get a new roof on my mobile home trailer.
Do you know how many people have won the $1 million? There,
Nobody.
Billy? 0.
Yeah.
'Cause
This is
you
like
can't
playing
guess
the lottery.
everything right.
I'll tell you how to win playing the lottery every single time. Are you ready for this? Don't play. You could take that $5 and put it back in your pocket, and you just won.
There's actually 9 different ways you can win the Powerball. 9 different ways.
And how come if you know this secret?
Yeah.
And how
There's
come you've
9
never
different
won the
You can
Powerball
win
then?
the Powerball. Well, because just because you win doesn't mean you win the jackpot. You can win $4 by just getting the Powerball number right. Yeah, if you match all 5 numbers and not the Powerball number, you get like $1 million.
Huh.
Yeah, there's 9 different ways to win the Powerball. Now, of course, the grand prize is the 90 million or so that it's worth right now, whatever. I don't know. It could be worth more. I don't know if they've got a winner, but yeah, you could win 9 different ways, and the amounts vary.
You know what gets me though, right? And we all know somebody that's like this, right? That complains about always being broke, and then you watch them, or you go to, let's say you go to the nice McDonald's BP there in Argus, and you always get stuck behind that person that's trying to pick out the 15 different fucking scratchers they want, and all you're trying to do is get a goddamn tea so you can get back on the road. We've all had that happen. We know it. And we also know that those people are always the ones that are always bitching about being broke, and they just spend $100 on scratchers.
Yep.
Or like me, I bitch about being broke, and I'm up there trying to get 2 cans of Copenhagen Southern Blend, and and then I got to use a debit card. Debit cards, they slow everything down because you got to put your PIN in, you got to do this, you got to do that. Then if you run it as credit, you got to sign for it. Oh, and let's not forget, I got to prepay before I fill up with my gas. I get some fuel treatment.
Yep. And on that note,
J.O. said Hillbilly still makes Tom Selleck look bald. You are a hairy son of a bitch if you make Tom Selleck look bald. I'm just saying.
Who said that?
Oof.
J.O.
Go fuck yourself, J.O. On that note, for those of you who do have money and are not always broke, take a listen to our sponsors. We're going to do that real quick, and we'll be right back after this. Make sure you all are supporting our sponsors. They're the reason you can actually hear this show for free. So make sure you guys support our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Dino Mac, and you're listening to the Mac Attack Show. You're able to hear this podcast for free because of our sponsors. One of our sponsors is DAP Photography. The photos you want, the memories you won't forget. Also sponsored by Funwear Studios. Find them on Facebook, follow their link, and get yourself a personalized clothing item. You can also get the Mac Attack Show's t-shirts and Dino Sports Bar t-shirts there.
Are you tired of having a get-together and somebody showing up with a boombox? Are you wanting to add an element to your event that will make it epic? Are you tired of paying for overpriced DJs that only deliver music and not a night of memories that will be talked about for years? Then call D Music Company and let us show you how to have a real party. Dances, weddings, reunions, or maybe you're just lonely and want to party by yourself. If there's a crowd, we'll get them to boogie down. So call today to book your next event that you will never forget. 574-952-4169. That's 574-952-4169. Mention the Mac Attack Show and receive $25 off. Don't settle for a champ. Call a master.
Hey, it's that guy Ty from the Mac Attack Show. I don't mean to bug you, but if you live in the Indy area and are having pest issues, call Bugs Be Gone. They can take care of anything from ants and bedbugs to roaches and termites. Give them a call at 317-945-2965. Tell them the Mac Attack Show sent you and get 20% off your services. They have been taking care of Indy customers for over 15 years, trusting them to take care of your pest needs. Again, call Bugs Be Gone at 317-945-2965 and tell them the Mac Attack Show sent you.
I know. Oh,
Do you know? You don't know.
I do know.
You don't know shit.
Are we back?
And we're back. Hey, let's welcome real quick Caleb to the chat boards. I've seen you pop up there a few times. What's going on, man? Glad you could join us.
How you doing?
What's up, Caleb? You're listening to Coach Ty, Hillbilly Hefner, and Dino Mac. What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Share with a friend. Share with everybody you know. Share with your animals. Now, they're not going to take any kind of seriousness to it. They'll probably sniff the phone or sniff the device you're listening to, and then they will leave.
They might pee on it if they're marking territory.
Yeah. That is the thing. I think I'm going to start doing that randomly. That'll
Dude, I
be
do
my
it all the
TikTok.
time.
I'll just, but see that'll be my TikTok where I'll do TikTok videos where I just go and mark my territory, like in live public. I'll hike my leg and piss on something.
Dude, you wouldn't believe how much territory I have on these highways.
You wouldn't believe how many
Everyone I
tanks
worked on
are out
got
there that are
territory.
mine.
You're a squatter, though, right? You're a squatter.
Oh, he's a squatter.
Yeah.
No.
That's what
Yeah,
happens.
see, I just open the back. I just open the back door of the truck and pee right there.
That's what happens when you haven't seen your Willie in the past 5 years.
Dude, look, I'm not anyway. I can still see my dick. All right,
He's fucking
Let's right there for a
speechless.
second.
still know where it's at.
You're
Ain't
making
going
fun of my fucking weight all the fucking time. No, you guys remember the 1-900 numbers that you could call and they would charge you minutes or whatever? That fucking or that Chloe, that fucking psychic reader or whatever.
Yep.
Well, Ty was talking.
Cleo.
We was
Talking to Cleo.
Yeah. Ty was talking about while we was on the break. He was talking about, doing a male version of pretty much like a call girl kind of like you call in, they talk sexy to you and everything. And Hillbilly, you was over there trying to copyright infringe, and then I was like, no, it's just going to be us. And then you said, well, to be honest with you, I just got a pair of shorts on between me and the Lord.
No, that's not how it went down. What Ty was trying to do his greatest impression of, the hot chicks on the phone, and he's like, "What? Hey,
What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?" He breathes heavy because he breathes.
Hello.
I was like, well, the only thing I got on right now between me and the Lord is just this pair of shorts.
What are you wearing? Looks like a pair of gym shorts, a wife beater, and a sock with a hole in it.
It's my Sunday
Oh,
sock.
yeah.
If some woman called me to have a sexual conversation and I was getting paid for it, she asked me what the fuck I'm wearing, I'm going to tell her that right now I've got 2 hard-boiled eggs and I'm jacking off with them.
What? What the fuck?
She looks like 2 hard-boiled eggs in a tube sock.
You could drill a hole in a cantaloupe and go to town on it. Just saying.
And in reality, it probably looks like 2 jelly beans in a bird's nest.
No. We're talking about Dino here.
That's what I'm saying.
Escapes every damn day.
More than one in the bush. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God! He thought it was a pube till it pissed on him.
Why does it look like a naked mole?
Mole rat.
Things like a damn naked mole rat.
It's going
except a lot shorter.
God!
It just fucking winked. It just fucking winked at me. That's not.
It just winked at me.
What in the hell are we doing?
Well, if you pet it,
what the hell are we?
If you pet it too much, it's going to puke on you. So be careful.
Don't let your girl catch you doing it.
Yeah, that's awkward. Have you ever been caught? Ty, have you ever been caught?
No, just don't do it. Dude, you are like me, right? We work outside all day. We deal with concrete and everything else. My hands are like fucking cheese graters. I don't even like having to hold my dick when I piss because I'm afraid I'm going to rip that son of a bitch out. Ain't no jerking going on there, bub.
But you're wanting to put them same cheese graters on your wife. Like, that's... Yeah, she's really hot for teaching now, isn't she?
I wasn't saying that's not how it goes. All right.
Oh, let me guess. You got a bottle of Jergens that you lube up first so you can just, be so elegant.
Oh, those calluses, it's ribbed for his pleasure. Oh, my God.
I got a serious question for you guys. I got a serious question.
No. I can't take it.
I got a serious question. Now, this is just a little bit more serious than what we've been talking about here.
Oh God!
But I want to know the opinions of all the fans on the chat boards, everybody listening, or everybody that's listening to it tomorrow. That would be Saturday. So, if you're listening to it later on, but I got a question for especially you two. All right, Ty, you studied law, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hillbilly, ex-cop, right?
Yep.
Okay. Check this out. As a part of New York State, their budget, okay, for 2019-2020, passed on April 1st of 2019, cash bail has been eliminated for most misdemeanor and nonviolent felony offenses, including stalking, assault without serious injury, burglary, many drug offenses, and even some kinds of arson and robbery.
Meaning they have no bail?
No bail. That means they get arrested, get put in jail, and they get let right back out. What's your opinion on this?
That's fucked up. Why arrest them? Quit typing, Ty. You're supposed to be answering the fucking question.
Well, I want to. I'm actually looking this up.
Yeah, New York has got bail reform.
I think it's dumb. I mean, what's the point of being an ex-cop and all? What's the point of arresting them then?
Well, they're breaking the law. You still got to do your job.
Well, they're just going to walk right the fuck back out. I won't even get my report typed and back on the road before they're walking out the front door.
Well, funny you say that. What if they're poor? What if they don't have a lot of money? What if you arrested them for robbery? Okay. And they have a $10,000 bond. Okay. Now,
Okay.
they're from the trailer park. No offense to anybody who lives in a trailer. No, I'm lying. Fuck you, trash. No, just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
No.
And we just lost half our listeners. Thank you very much, Dino Mac.
No, seriously. I lived in a trailer. I've got nothing against people who live in a trailer. I'm serious. I've lived in 2 trailers, as a matter of fact, and I actually enjoyed them. So, check it out.
Ty, you hear how he's backpedaling like a motherfucker right now?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
backpedaling.
He's backpedaling. He's backpedaling so hard, I'm pretty sure that tire is going.
Yep. I could hear
As
them
it's
pedals
pulled
slapping the
in half.
concrete.
You're
You know,
pulling away from the.
You better hope to
subject at
God
hand.
somebody
Drag
hasn't
racers look
blown
like-
their grass
Drag
into
racer
the fucking
takes off.
into the fucking
grips.
road.
Right now, there's two judges in the state of New York. One's for it, one's against it, and this is their claim. So the guy that's poor, that just robbed, let's say, a convenience store, took all their cash, whatever, robbery, boom, boom.
No, that's not how it works. I'm reading this thing right now.
Yes, it does.
If you rob a store with a weapon, that no longer becomes a non-violent crime. That automatically gets bumped to a violent crime. They're
Right.
talking about
Agreed.
removing the bail. They're removing the cash bail for any misdemeanor and non-violent felony offense.
Yes.
So if you're caught with pot, they're going to take your pot away, they'll arrest you, and then they'll let you go. But you'll still have a court date to go to. You'll still have stuff that you have to go to.
Yes.
If you
Right.
go in and rob a store with a gun, that's assault with deadly intent. Armed robbery is a violent offense. You will go to jail. You will stay there.
And you will get a bond, right?
If
Yes.
well,
Well, it
if
depends.
you get a bond, you will go to court, and then the judge will determine whether or not you deserve to have bail. And if they think, no, this dude's a piece of shit, he's going to sit in jail until his actual sentencing and everything's done, then he'll just say, no bail. Bang the gavel.
Okay. So the point being for this bail reform, is because we have criminals that are rich and we have criminals that are poor. Their claim for this bail reform is that no matter who, if you commit the same crime, if you have money, you get to bail out of jail when your bond's posted at $10,000. But the guy that lives maybe in the trailer park only gets 40 hours a week, or in Ty's case, you only get 30. You can't afford to post your bail. And what is happening is their claim is that bail reform helps everybody have equal ways out of jail for minor offenses.
There's that word equal again.
Yes.
Everything's got to be fucking equal.
Right. Isn't that the stupidest thing? Look, I don't care if you're rich or if you're poor. First of all, I don't even believe in a bond. I do not believe in a bond. You should not be able to bail out of jail. You broke the law. You fucking flash somebody your wiener. You're going to jail. You don't get to bond out. Okay.
Again, flashing a wiener is a sex offense, and that's in the violent crime section. So you couldn't bail out anyway.
No, and
You need to come up with some better examples, Dino Mac.
By the internet. I'm serious. Don't be fooled by the internet, because they are very much so making their way to felony offenses. Violent felony offenses. They are making their way to because look, criminals are making $2-3 million bonds for violent felony offenses, and then they're fleeing the fucking country.
Yeah, but see, here's the problem. Okay, so the bond. So if you have a high violent crime bond, okay,
say murder.
Okay, let's say it's murder, right? Most of these people that are rich. So when you go and take a bond out, it's a percentage of what the total bond is, the bail is.
Right.
Okay, so you go to a bail bondsman and you say, "I need to get a bond so I can pay bail for this person." They're going to charge you what, 20%, 30%, something like that of the total bail. So if the bail is set at, let's say, $500,000, $500,000, right? Mm-hmm. And you're saying, okay, I'm going to take the bail, I'm going to take the bond out for 10% of what it is. You're still paying $5,000 to get that person out. Now, here's the problem. Let's say that he does what you say he's going to do, right? He's going to flee the country or whatever. Well, now he's got bail bondsmen after him. That's not a good place to be at. That's like having the mafia after you.
Well, first of all, let's establish something here. If you're saying first degree murder is a charge, right?
More than likely, you're not going to get bail.
You're not going to have a bond. Period.
Yeah, you're not going to get bail.
Secondly, if for some reason you was to get a bond, get a judge crazy enough to approve that, even if you go through a bail's bondsman, more than likely he's going to order your passport terminated before you're even let go. So you can't flee the country. And then, like Ty said,
bondsmen can go in. They can revoke passports. They can revoke driver's licenses. They can revoke a lot of stuff.
I don't believe in this reform at all. The idea is if you're rich or poor, who cares? But that's their point. They're saying, people with money are getting out on crimes, and whereas people with no money, they got to set in there. Now, there's a positive note to this because it is a lot of times it's time served that helps go if they get, guilty, if the charge is guilty or whatever, it's time served and they get some time knocked off their time in jail or prison or whatever.
Yeah, but they don't make no money doing that.
Exactly. But why do we even have bail period dot into sentence? Look, if you fucking run a traffic light and you knew damn well it was yellow and it was just about to turn red and it turned red before you got across the line, but you ran it anyways.
You're not going to go to jail for a traffic violation. That's traffic court.
Yeah, it's an infraction.
Yeah, it's not even a misdemeanor.
Yeah, but you still should go to jail and you shouldn't be allowed to. Okay, you got 660 pounds of marijuana. Okay?
How about this? You take a shit that's in a water treatment plant.
That's possession with intent to distribute.
No bond.
Yeah, you're talking about 160 pounds. That's possession with intent to sell. There's a difference there. That's not like it's a low end misdemeanor.
What I'm trying to get across to you is that they're on their way to make it doesn't matter what it is. They're trying to get rid of bail in general.
Okay,
they're trying to make it so they have room in their jails for people who actually need to be in jail.
Here's the thing:
if a guy's getting caught with a joint, who gives a shit?
Yeah, who gives a shit? But they're also going to be letting rapists out eventually. This is just a
sexual crime.
Because give somebody an inch, they'll take a mile, and this is what they're going for. Because no matter what, their idea is that it doesn't matter how harsh the crime. They're starting out with small crimes, misdemeanors, non-violent offenses, and stuff like that. Their goal is to go to full felony, because of the fact that a lot of times on the harsh crimes, if you've got money, you can make the bail. If you're very well off, and that's what we're doing because that's what we already do anyways.
If anything, this is going to change the way that they rule stuff on the insides. Because if they don't, first off, I'm just going to say this because I'm not sure I can convey this properly so that you can understand it. I can't speak, okay? But here's how it works, right? They're going to stay with these misdemeanors and nonviolent crimes because they don't have room for people in jail. And because, yes, like I said, the guy that gets caught with a joint who's going to go to jail for possession because it's the second time, right? He's still going to have to go to court. He's still going to have sentencing. And if he gets sentenced with possession, he's going to go to an actual prison, not jail, prison, okay? But the person who rapes somebody, that falls into a violent crime, and they're not going to get bail. So instead of saying you can get bail, what they're going to do from now on then is they're going to say anybody that commits a violent crime, period. In the sentence, no bail. No bail, period. They're just going to be done with it.
I'm telling you, that's not what they're going for. That is not what they're shooting for. They
I
are
promise you
shooting
that's
for no
what they are
bail.
shooting for.
No, don't let the internet fool you, man. It's everybody needs to be equal. Everybody
No, they
needs to
don't.
be equal.
Some asshole over here who rapes a kid is not equal to a guy who's getting caught for possession with a joint.
No,
way near equal.
Their point is, this is their message. This is their true message. This is what these two judges are arguing about. That if two of the same people rape a child, they do the same offense. Their goal is to give the same opportunity to somebody that doesn't have money. They're letting people go ahead and run wild like Hulkamania because it is unfair that people that don't have any money can't make their bail, but somebody that does have money, like a rich grandparent or maybe are in a cartel, they can get out. They're wanting to make it.
That's the whole point of having a bail's bondsman. If you go in and let's say that you are poor, right, and you can't afford to post bail, you go to a bondsman. A bondsman works with you. They will garnish your wages, and they will give you a posted bail at like 3%. The bail, the bond is to make sure that you show up to court. Because if you don't show up to court, that bail bondsman's going to send someone out to break your fucking legs because you didn't show up to court and you cost him that kind of money.
Right.
If anything, this is going to put bail bondsmen out.
Not all counties have a bondsman. The county that I used to work for did not do bail's bondsman. It was cash bond only.
But you can still get a cash bond.
I understand how the system works, and I understand what they're trying to say, and they really do want this, Ty. What you're saying, what they're trying to accomplish, yes, this is what they're doing. But here's where they're fucking up for even doing it, because look, you make more money on keeping somebody incarcerated. And we incarcerate more people in this country than any other country in the world. Country in the world. That's a proven fact. Okay. Yes. You make more money doing that. So why are they even giving anybody, I don't care if it's with a joint.
We make money when people are in prison. There's a difference between someone who's in prison and someone who's in jail.
That's my point.
A person who's in jail is a person who is awaiting trial. We don't have the room in our jails.
Yeah, but we make a shit ton of money off people who skip court and lose out on the bail money.
Right.
Yeah, but how many people is that going to impact if they don't have a bail? You know, or as far as the bail bondsman, let's say this is what this guy does for a living, done it 30 years, put 2 kids through college. He's almost ready for retirement. And he just needs a couple more years and he'll be able to retire. But now business is down because we got bail reform because they're letting motherfuckers out.
Well, McDonald's is hiring.
Yeah.
That's my point.
You can go to Wendy's and fuck up Bill's lunch.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's a good idea to have it at all. I say cram the jails. If that's where you make a lot of your money, and which we do because that's taxpayer money, big time.
Well, that's not where they make the majority of their money.
Jails don't make their money in jails. You make their money off of people who skip trials.
Where they make their money is off of home detention, probation, McDAP, all those classes, all those
corrections.
Yeah, the community corrections. That's where they make a shit ton of their money.
Yeah. Jails don't make much money. Prisons make money.
Yeah, prisons make helly money. Prisons make helly
money. I'm not even sure what it is anymore.
Not for, and it may be because I'm an extremist, and I'm trying to lay back on that extremist stuff. But I mean, I just don't. I don't like the idea that we're going to make it okay for somebody that does, it's just, just a misdemeanor. It's all right. Let him go. No.
Well,
No.
you got to think most misdemeanors, right, are very, very small crimes. That's why it's a misdemeanor and not a felony.
You can
and they're describing off felonies as nonviolent versus violent. So they said it pretty well, and they said violent versus nonviolent.
Right. That's what they said.
Average annual taxpayer costs $31,286 per person, per prisoner in New York City.
That's like telling your wife that you're just going to put in just a tip for now. Okay?
Why would you tell your wife that?
Yeah.
Hey, baby, I'm just going to put in just a tip.
Is she pegging you?
Yeah. Babe, I'm just going to put just...
So again...
Put the whole thing 2 days later. Because she let you put the tip in, so fuck it. Go for it all. Go for the gusto. That's what's going to happen, Ty.
See, what you need to realize is that there's a big difference between the prisons and the jails. If you get arrested, you're not immediately taken to prison. You're taken to a county jail. The problem is that the prison system, the jail system, the legal system as a whole does not move fast enough. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. So you have to have your lawyers. You have to have
until proven innocent.
Hang on, let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
You have to prove that they are guilty. That is just the way they've set it up. This isn't the military. In the military, you're guilty until proven innocent. But in civilian law, you are innocent until proven guilty. So everybody's got to have their day in court. Everybody's got to have their time. You don't get immediately taken to prison. You get taken to jail. County jails are filled to the max. It's costing taxpayers a shit ton of money to have those jails filled. I could see both sides because one, let's get them cleared out of here so we could put the violent, offenders in and keep them locked down so they're not out, doing other shit. Whereas the dope smoker, whatever, he got caught with a joint. There's no point in wasting that officer's time to arrest the subject, take him to jail, do the report, and by the time he gets done doing the report, walking out to his squad car, that fucker's walking back out the door. That's a waste of money. That's a waste of time. But at the same time, I can also see where you can't have all of your jails filled at the same time if the prisons aren't able to accept new inmates because they're already full. So it's kind of a catch-22.
Mm-hmm.
New York is the most expensive state. It costs $60,000. Well, right around $60,000 per prison inmate a year. $60,000 a year.
Are we talking prison or jail?
Prison. $60,000 per prison inmate a year in New York City.
Why does it cost so?
And the thing is they're full up, man. Here's the problem.
You got to pay for that cable TV.
You know what the problem is in the U.S.? Is we let people get away with too much stupid shit. Okay? Here's a real simple way to fix this, right? You go to the courts. Let's say you killed somebody, okay? You go to court. First degree murder. Found guilty. You go to prison. They sit in prison. They file for it, to go back to court again. Found guilty again. Nothing changes. Guess what? After the second time, they should just kill you because you've already got a life sentence. It's already been appealed and denied. What's the point keeping you alive? These people sit on death row for like 30 fucking years. Dude, death row in Texas, 3 months. Boom, out the door in a body bag.
We're putting in an express lane.
Yeah. 3 weeks if they had the choice. I don't think they have that choice. But it's like they need to come in and say, okay, you get sentenced to death row. You get one appeal. If the appeal fails, you die the next day. This makes stuff a lot faster.
I can make it even more simpler than that. I can make it even more simpler than that. Judge Dredd.
Just give them to the family?
No, Judge Dredd. Bring up the days of Judge Dredd. Judge, jury, and executioner right there. Let's get this shit on.
Daryl, the problem is we can't shut down private prisons because all of our state prisons are already full the fuck up. So we have to ship them somewhere to be in a prison, and the state has to pay for that. So that's why there's private prisons. That's why they make money.
I still think we should do the Running Man theory.
That
Hell
would
yeah,
work,
dude.
too.
You can make it past all the stalkers. We'll
Good to go.
send you to Hawaii.
Which means we're going to barbecue you in the locker room.
Right.
Yeah. I think we should do the Running Man. But see, like I said, I was talking to the guy on the couch about this deal, and he said, the people know that they have rights and they're getting tired of over government. Not just government, because people don't mind government. Government's good, but over government.
Well, in this equal opportunity shit, we are not all equal.
No, we
We're
are
not.
not.
Some of us
Sorry.
have jobs. Some of us don't go out and have to, bum around and live off of welfare because we don't want to do a job.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm glad Daryl brought this up. He just said, what if they're found guilty but later found innocent due to DNA evidence? We just killed an innocent person. Okay, now we go and trust me, I love humans. I love people. I get it. But it's survival of the fittest. Hey, we got a bad one.
Oops,
We didn't
my
mean
bad.
to do that, but hey, we did it.
I get where he's coming from. 30 years ago, when DNA evidence was still pretty new, it hasn't really evolved much, and nowadays DNA evidence, dude, it could tell you what kind of kid you've popped out in your sperm semen. I mean, DNA evidence is pretty well on at this point.
Well, you know what we can do? If that happens, I'm sure Bernie can come up with some kind of program where we could pay the family, the super wealthy could pay for it on their taxes, and what?
We're not bashing Bernie.
I'm not bashing Bernie. That was a legitimately good idea.
Oh, okay. I thought you was going.
You want me to bash Bernie? I'll tell you this. The next time I see a Bernie bumper sticker, I'm going to go and siphon half their gas and put it in my truck because, well, I need it and I think they should share with me.
I knew that was coming.
We shouldn't bash any of the useless. Like I said,
you know what? This is your fault. This is your fucking fault.
Started this shit.
You started this shit. You got this going last week. It's your fault.
Hey, all I did was explain to the people
Joe
how
Biden too. I can.
Can you bash Trump?
I can bash anybody you want me to bash.
Bash Trump. Let's see it.
Bash Trump?
Uh-huh.
Who's this fucking old man on a goddamn Twitter account? Oh, shit. That's Donald Trump.
That was horrible.
Wait, who's supposed to be our commander-in-chief? Oh, wait. He's grabbing someone by the crotch. Oh, no. That's just Donald Trump.
I like him already.
Say something about Mike Pence.
You ready about Joe Biden? You ready, Joe Biden? I'm going to... Wait, I forgot what I was saying. Wait, what are we doing? I want a cheeseburger.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Well, I'm just going to come over and pat you on the shoulder and breathe heavy on your neck. Because I'm Joe Biden.
Because I'm Joe Biden.
Mike Pence. Hey, they made me vice president so I could try to keep this guy in line. See how well that's working for me.
He looks like a pissed off retired cop, doesn't he? He's got that cop.
He does.
He looks like he's just like, fuck. I get this. All my hard work and I get to be vice president with this orange looking motherfucker.
He's dealing with Donald Trump every day. That's like dealing with a junior hire on hormones with a fucking Twitter account. I mean, yeah, I'm surprised he still has hair on his head.
I told people at work today, I was all like, I need to get me a Trump sticker. And they're like, you know why that is? And I go, no, why is that? Why do I need to get Trump sticker? They said, because he's awesome. I'm like, no. Trump's not awesome. Trump's comic relief. That's what Trump is. Trump didn't do none. Don't give him the credit of the great economy and all that shit. Don't do. No. Don't give any of these presidents credit for a great economy. They don't run shit. They don't do that. We talked about how much president has, how much power they have, didn't we? Didn't we, Hillbilly?
Yeah, and if you want to hear all about it, listen to the last episode. We're not going through this shit again.
Yeah, bail reform. Fuck you. If I got to pack like 12 Mexicans in a Geo fucking Metro, that's what I'm going to do. No bail. Nobody gets bail. I don't care if I pulled you over and you had some residue on an old ball. All right?
You think your taxes are high now.
Yeah, and that's another thing, too. $60,000 for one person in New York to be in prison?
Well, yeah.
Seriously?
You got to pay for all that cable TV and college education. And
look, I understand that prison in reality is no fun. It is already no fun. But boy, we sure let them have a lot of amenities that they don't really need. I mean, they've got websites that you can hook up with an inmate.
Yep.
Marry an inmate. Like, you don't. And people are like, well, they're human beings. No, they're not. They broke the law. They're not human beings. They're pieces of amphibian shit. Okay? I'm biased because my dad's in there for murder, and he's still breathing air. I don't care if he did it or not. Somehow, some way, you involved yourself in a fairly bad situation, and you're there, and you're still breathing. No.
You're
This is
nothing
hilarious.
but a bunch of unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
Democrats say we hate Trump because he's a stupid, old, rich, white, Christian, straight man who touches women inappropriately. So vote for Joe Biden.
Jesus.
That's hilarious. Oh, God damn.
Well, have we beat this dead horse?
Yeah, we beat the dead horse.
I think we've beat it enough. Speaking of beating, it's time for me to go beat my meat. That's a joke.
He's open about it. No, he's really going to.
No, actually, I'm going to fucking bed, all right? I'm tired, and I've had enough of this week. Fuck this week. The whole thing. Every second of it. I'm out. I'm done. I'm not doing anything else.
As soon as he wakes up. Oh, yeah, by the way, me and Ty do want to let you know that we're going to pull your man card if you don't start watching some sports. Get into something. I don't give a shit. Water polo. Fuck it. Get into it.
Water polo?
Man.
I mean, I guess that would be cool to watch until I watch the fifth or sixth horse drowned. But
Look, dude, at least watch beach volleyball.
I
you'll
watch
have a new
football,
respect.
assholes.
Watch NCAA girls volleyball. You'll have a whole new respect for sports. I promise you.
I don't think I'll be focusing on the volleyball.
Well, who does? Volleyball.
Oh my
and
god!
tennis, right? Both sports probably created by women because it's just arguing back and forth, throwing the ball around. Every once in a while, someone gets pissed and hits it really hard, and it is what it is. Whereas guy sports, right? Football, what are you doing? You're running to score in the end zone. You kick it through the uprights. Basketball, you shoot one ball, you try to put it in the hole, right? Guy sports versus girl sports. Can you tell which ones are which?
Yep.
A little bit.
Yeah.
God, we just sounded sexist as hell right there.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Very much so.
That's okay, though. It's a joke.
Yeah, it's all about having fun.
It is.
Guys, this has been Guy Talk. That guy Ty, Dino Mac, and your host, Hillbilly Hefner. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you check out our sponsors. Make sure you tune in on Sunday for Sex Talk Sunday, and then again on Thursday for Time Out with Ty. Again, thanks for coming out and listening, and hope you all drink a beer and have a great weekend. And with that, we're going to get the hell out of here. Say bye, guys.
Later.
Bye.
That's it? That's all you got?
Fuck off. Have a good one.
Fuck off.
Don't forget when.
All right, everybody, we're out of here. If you got an issue, I'll bring you a fucking tissue. Peace.
Tell that whore to go away, too.
Yeah. And remember, grab her by the pussy.
Hope you enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell. You know, all that YouTube mumbo jumbo shit that everybody says at the end of their videos or live stream. Do all that shit. And thanks for tuning in. Bye.